What's up, everybody, and welcome to Bigger's World City Reviews. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. It's either down there or right here somewhere. Support the channel, and yeah, let's get right into it. So this week's city review is going to be Zagreb, Croatia. Last week I did Split, and Split's a very cool city, and I really enjoyed it. But to get to Split, most of the time, most people go through Zagreb first. Zagreb isn't quite as touristy or crazy well known as Split, Croatia. However, Zagreb has some really cool things to do. So as usual, I'll go through 5 key things that I think you'll really enjoy. And the 5th one is one of the coolest and makes Zagreb definitely worth a stop through, and you'll really like the 5th one. So let's get right into it. Zagreb is kind of broken into an upper and a lower area of the town. So I was staying in the lower area. So as to the first thing I went to was I made my way over to the world's smallest funicular. If you don't know what a funicular is, it looks like this. And as you can see, you've probably been on one of these before. However, most of them are much bigger, much longer, and they go much farther. Well, this one is 66 meters, and as of this recording, it is known as the smallest funicular in the world. Now, if that information is correct, I checked a few sources, but it may not be. I'm not sure. But as of this recording, 66 meters is the world's smallest funicular. It is really cool, and I would tell you that if you're going to use it, it costs €1 or $2 to go up. You can use it to go up, and then on the way down, I would say walk alongside it. The reason is there's a really cool like a little tunnel that's underneath the funicular that you wouldn't even know was there. That has some really cool graffiti, really cool picture spot, and it's just really neat to the city. So I would say use the funicular to go up to the upper area of the town, and then use the sidewalk area, stairs, to go down. So as you take the funicular up to the upper part, you'll get up to the tower of, I call it the L Tower, because I can't pronounce its name, and it's pronounced Lotrosok Tower, and it looks like this. As you can see, I did not say that word correctly at all, like I don't say a lot of words that I learn correctly at all, because you go through a lot of languages when you're traveling through Europe. Well, so when you get up there, you can, it's really cool, because if you go all the way to the top, you can get some pictures like these. And as you can see, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the city is so beautiful from the upper vantage points, and it's really pretty. And overall, it's kind of a romantic city actually as well. As you can see, it's just a very beautiful, quaint, just very tiny but not too small city that makes it really enjoyable. So once you get to the top, now you get to go see 2 other really cool things. The first thing you might want to go see is the Cathedral of Zagreb. Now, what makes this unique is, as of this recording, it is known as the tallest building in Croatia, which makes it pretty big. This cathedral is really large, and it's gorgeous. The pictures are right here. And as you can see, it's a really pretty building. It takes up a good part of a square, and but there's a lot of good points to get pictures at, and it's really pretty. There's a lot of little coffee shops around it, and I was there in July, and it really just wasn't that crowded, and that's a very touristy time. But yeah, no, Zagreb it's not a very well-known tourist spot, so you don't really have to fight the tourists as much, which is really nice. But yeah, you can go into the cathedral, look around. It's really beautiful. I think you should, and it's definitely something to mark off the list. So after that, number 4 is it's one of my favorites by far in most of Europe, if not my favorite church in Europe. So the final one, or the 4th one, is St. Mark's Church, and it looks like this. And you see why it's so beautiful. I mean, did you see the roof? It's gorgeous. These tiles are just so pretty. And it makes you just want to go up and like rub them and see if it's as smooth as you think it is. It's just so cool. I was really, really... Sometimes you see pictures and you don't know if it's going to be as cool until you get there. But I'll tell you what, it was really, really unique and really cool. And it was... Yeah, it was just, I can't even explain it, but when you go to Zagreb, you should definitely go by St. Mark's Church and check it out. One other cool thing is, kind of like the Cathedral of Zagreb, there's a lot of vantage points, so you can find a place for a good picture, and you don't have to really worry about people being like, all through your pictures, and very difficult to get one, which makes it really, really cool. It's up on St. Mark's Square, which this is the biggest part, but around it, it's got a lot of room, which is really, really, really cool. And it makes it very enjoyable to when you're visiting a town like this, when you can get good pictures, because pictures are the things we get to look at afterwards. So, number 5. A lot of people are going to love this one, because it is, in a way, it's just a... it's a funny one. So, the final one is Zagreb has this really cool museum, and it's called the Museum of Broken Relationships. Talk about unique. Wow. The Museum of Broken Relationships, and it's exactly what you think it'd be. It's a little museum that has all these mementos and all these items that were left after failure of love in relationships. I don't want to give away too much because it's some of those things you really should go see. But man, were there a lot of women's shoes left over. I don't know if this is a thing, but it seems like after relationships, women leave their shoes a lot. So there were a lot of shoes, and next to each of the shoe had a personal bio next to it that told the story of how this shoe was left and why the relationship was broken. It was really cool to read all these stories, and it was just something unique to Zagreb. It's one of those things, and when you go to Zagreb, you have to go to the Museum of Broken Relationships. It's kind of like in Split when I was there, and I went over the thing of the Amphibian Museum, because that's pretty cool too, seeing little frogs. So in every location, I like to find one little thing that stands out, and this one was the Museum of Broken Relationships. It was unique, and it was something that really made the trip overall really cool. So those are the 5 things in Zagreb that you should check out when and if you go there. I would also say you only need 2 or 3 days in Zagreb to see everything and to enjoy the city. It's overall not very expensive, but it's not overly cheap either. It's it's a regular European town. There's a lot of it has everything you need. The public transportation's not bad. And yeah, you can use the bus system, and getting to and from the bus terminals and the train terminals is very easy. And overall, pretty nice little city. So you should check it out for sure. So if you are new to the channel, or you just have watched a lot of my videos but haven't, please subscribe, hit the button below the video, support the channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video, which will be about Lake Bled. And I think you're going to really like that one. So have a great day, everybody.